What you say?
What you doing?
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What?
Not bad.
Talking about my bad. I'm on a date. What you doing?
So I see what you was doing. My bad. I ain't want to interrupt what you got
You
going
say
on.
what you doing every day.
Because I be trying to see what you doing. That's it.
What? So you don't want to go nowhere? You don't want to do nothing?
You don't be telling me what you doing so I can see if we could go do something.
It don't matter. You could say, what's your plans for the day? It don't matter what I'm doing. Just say, what's your plans for the day?
You right.
Can we go out at this time? What you doing?
So I be what you doing today.
What you doing, warrior?
What you do, warrior?
What you doing?
I don't be doing shit. That's why I be asking you what you doing all day. Take your mind.
And you don't think, oh, okay, let me take her out. Let's get out the house and get to know each other.
No, you're right.
What you say?
You know, one thing I find funny about life, right? When you're in that hamster wheel, running fast or running nowhere, because you're exerting so much energy, you really do believe you're going somewhere fast, right? It's only until you stop. It's only until you jump off that hamster wheel and pause. You take a second to just sit down and breathe. You realize, damn, I really wasn't going anywhere. Now, you saw Keisha talk about this guy, right? Or make the video of this guy asking her, what are you doing? What are you doing? And one thing I've noticed about Black women's dating method is very interesting, right? So they complain about these guys, the what you doing warriors, right? And you guys saw how in that video clip, if you look at it, over 500,000 likes, Black men. Over 500,000 likes, 24,000 comments. 24,000 comments, Black men. That's ridiculous. Now, pay attention to this, right? And again, I know for a fact my experience is not anecdotal. If you try and date Keisha, right? And let's say you're the guy Keisha doesn't want to actually date. But instead of her actually being honest, listen, I'm not interested. Oh, you're not my type, blah, blah, blah. I think this is not going to work, whatever, right? Instead of her just being honest and moving on, what they try to do is extract resources. Now, think about this. In that video clip and in the comments, you will see Black women talk about every day they talk to these guys. He's always asking her, what is she doing? What is she doing? What is she doing? Now, mind you, you're talking to a guy every day who keeps asking you, what are you doing? When Black women meet the guys who they're not interested in, but they feel like, okay, I'm going to extract something. That's because the what you doing warrior is the guy she wants. The what you doing warrior doesn't take her on a date. The what you doing warrior understands that if I just play the waiting game, if I sit around and have a conversation with her, if I try and game her, mac on her, guess what? I can get her to the crib, or I can come over to her crib, right? He's saving all that what you doing, going on dates and all that other fancy stuff for the guys that she doesn't want. And she understands that as well. She wants to go on a date with Glocktavius. She wants to go on a date with 762 Quan, 556 Ghostface. She wants to go on a date with him. But those guys are not looking to take Black women anywhere. If you actually met those guys in person and talked to those guys in person, those guys are not taking Black women on dates. Those guys don't do a goddamn thing for Black women. That's why all they do is just smash them, dash them, and at the very most, guess what? He'll pick her up in a Scat Pack, in a Hellcat, right? Drive around the city, do donuts, drive fast, smoke weed in the car, right? Point his FN57 at the camera while he records the Instagram video rapping a song, right? And at the very most, he'll get her some hot wings and french fries. Yo, what Future said? Chicken wings and fries, we don't go on dates. That's my word. Those niggas don't do nothing for black women. Those niggas don't do a goddamn thing for them. Yo, so when you talk to them, okay, and I guess this one might be anecdotal because I'm experiencing this one lately, and I realized this, right? I had to really sit down and think. When you talk to black women, and for whatever reason you're the guy that she doesn't want, she's not into you, which is okay. Everybody has their own preference. You're entitled to your preference, but at least don't waste nobody's time. And that's why I told you, black men, okay, hold on. If you actually date white girls, if you actually date Latinas and Asian girls, here's the thing. If she's not into you, there is no trying to extract something from you. There is no trying to waste your time. It's just, okay, you're not going to get my phone number. I have a boyfriend. Oh, I don't think this is going to work. Whatever the case may be, it will not progress far. Keisha feel like she needs to extract from you in order for you to be some kind of tampon, some kind of sponge. She wants to feel like she is wanted and desired. How she can talk to her friends. Yeah, I got this sip on my line. Yeah, I got this trick on my line. Yo, ain't nobody doing that. Yo, watch out. Watch out. Right? But when you meet Keisha, and here's Keisha's dating tactic, love bombing. If you meet a Keisha, right, and she loves bomb you in day one, day two, maybe even day three, automatic red flag. Automatic red flag. Automatic red flag. You know something I've been seeing on my Instagram lately, right? Keisha will talk about how when she's with a guy or attracted to a guy, she behaves in a very nonchalant manner, right? That laid back, cool type of guy. That's the man that she displays when she's with a guy who she's not attracted to. When she's with a guy who she's not attracted to, it's the love bombing, very friendly, very playful. And I'm like, what kind of sick, twisted fuck game is this where when you're interested in somebody, you act uninterested, and when you're uninterested in somebody, you act interested? That's what I'm saying. Like, their minds are so goddamn warped, black men. Like, it doesn't even make sense anymore. For you to act that childish, for you to lower yourself to those kind of games as a man, bro, no wonder why black men go insane trying to date Keisha, right? You got the most to say about the What You Doing Warriors. Black men. If you go read the comment section, 24,000 comments. Those What You Doing Warriors are the same guys black women love. And I'm telling you, with enough time in between, mind you, she said, every day you ask me, what am I doing? You don't want to go nowhere. What's your plans for today? Yo, everybody knows when a woman is interested in you, she has all the time in the world, right? I remember one day when I was like, what, 15, 16, maybe. I'm on the basketball court with this one Pookie, right? We playing ball. And I remember he said, yo, listen, man, you remember old girl from class? I'm like, yeah. She was acting stiff, right? Until I hit her with that Johnson. Now she won't stop calling me. Now she won't stop texting me, man. She won't leave me alone. I think I told that story one time, yo. That Pookie had that black woman on a perk 10 or a perk 5, whichever one's back then. That was a quote unquote good girl. A quote unquote good girl. The girl next door. Pookie got her on Percocets. Fiending. Hey, listen, hold on. This dude was short. This dude was short, black man. This dude was short. Oh my God. I'm telling you, the dating tactic is crazy, man. You don't got to be 6'6" Glocktavians. Does it help? Sure, but you don't have to be that. But yeah, these What You Doing Warriors, man, they already understand. These are the same guys who will tell you, I don't go on no dates. Yo, those What You Doing Warrior type dudes, will be the same guys who you talk to. Yo, I don't go on no dates. I'm not taking no woman on no date. So you thinking to yourself like, yo, okay, I'm gonna run that same tactic too. Yo, Keisha doesn't want that from you. Let's keep it a buck. And they're not fair enough to just let those guys live how they want to live. Don't take them on no dates. And then again, if that's the guy you want, go for that guy. Stick with that guy. But don't make the other guys feel like there's something going on and then nothing happens. Like I said, what they try to do is love bomb you. When they try and love bomb you, that's them hoping, right, and banking on the fact you believe whatever dream they're selling. Again, I'm not with that shit, bro. Like, it's so crazy how now it's so apparent in my life. You know, at the time, the last time I was really love bombed, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was believing it. Granted, I was like 23, right? But I wasn't dumb enough to fall for it. And thankful enough that I had a busy schedule. See, it's one thing to pretend to be busy, and it's one thing to actually be busy, right? When you can't really pretend to be busy, bro. You can't. You know what I mean? But when you're actually busy, yeah, I can't just take you on a date whenever you want to go on a date. And granted, I have a video coming up, right? Akeisha talked about how, listen, she wants to go where she wants to go when it comes to dating the 9 to 5 guy, right? A regular man. She wants to go where she wants to go. I always tell brothers, listen, if you want to take Keisha on a date, go where you want to go. Go where you want to go, because just in case things don't work out the way you want them to, at least you spent your money doing what you wanted to do. At least you enjoyed your money the way you wanted to enjoy your money. Yo, black men, you're the one that worked hard for it. You're the one that put in those 40, 50, 60 hours a week for that money, maybe even 70 hours a week for that money. You better enjoy that money. And I'm telling you, yo, you might as well not even waste your time with these black women. Or if you, for black men, and you still want to date black women for whatever reason, yo, everybody better become a what you doing warrior. Everybody. Let them get online to complain. Yo, black men not taking me nowhere. Black men not taking me nowhere. Yo, I haven't been on a date. You know what? One thing I've been seeing lately, right, is a lot of black women talk about how long it's been since they've been on a date. Oh, matter of fact, you know what's so funny? I've been seeing on my Instagram, right? A lot of black women have been complaining about how long it's been since they've been on a date. They're asking questions like, yo, are you guys okay? They're legit asking, are you guys okay? It's been so long since I have been on a date. Yo, that's because black men are catching on. Black men are catching on. Black men are taking you no fucking where, just so you can waste their time, just so you can keep on texting that saying what you doing warrior. Again, you know what? I'm gonna talk about something real quick, right? It's this one Keisha who I was talking to, and you know what? I find it funny, right? Again, same tactic, love bomb you in the beginning. Listen, I'm talking like Shorty went to the extreme, sending me thirst traps. Black men sending me thirst traps, selling me a drink. I'm like, come on, bro. In the moment, it's like, yeah, it sound real good. You know, you kind of buying a little bit, but it's like, damn, you doing all that for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And what I find so funny about it is, it's like, yo, why? Like, but that is black man. Hold on. Why is the root answer, right? When you actually figure out the why behind things, it's because nobody's doing it for them. Nobody's looking to take them out on a date. No one's doing that for them, black men. Here's Keisha's lifestyle, right? Whatever job she works the job, right? When the weekend roll around, she goes to the club, get fucked by whatever guy she meet at the club. That's their lifestyle. And you realize after so many years of running that same play over and over, they get tired of it eventually, but sometimes they really don't. That's why they still clubbing at 35 years old. They still clubbing at 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? They're the only ones keeping the club alive. And after the love bombing phase, what they do is they pull back. That's the black women's tactic, right? If she meets a guy who she's not interested in, right, but she still wants to extract something, she meets you, right, love bomb you for 1 to 3 days, then the next 3, 4 days, she pulls back. You won't even hear from her. You won't even hear from her, black men. And then if you do schedule something for, let's say, 1 week from the day you guys met, now on that day, either one of two things is going to happen. She's going to reappear asking you, are we still going out today, or whatever the case may be? Or, maybe she's banking on you hitting her up, asking her, are we still going out today, or whatever the case may be, or she'll just fall back completely. When they realize you're not going to chase, that's when they fall back. That's when they fall back, and it's like, no one told your stupid ass do that shit. But see, black men, we're catching on, right? I'm a young man talking about this. And again, I caught on to this at 23, right? Leading up to 23, I was already just giving up. You know what I'm saying? I was semi waving the white flag, but now here I am at 20. But now here I am. I'm like, yo, listen, it's just too apparent. It's too obvious. It's too obvious, bro. But again, that's what Keisha is doing, right? The what you doing warrior. Remember, black men, the what you doing warrior, he smashes her. She's talking to him every day. There's not a day that go past where he's not asking her, what are you doing? What are you doing? WYD. WYD. Because she wants to go out with him, but he understands how Keisha is programmed. I don't have to take you anywhere. As long as there's another guy taking you out somewhere, I can fuck. I can fuck. Anyways, yo, I'm out, black man. Peace.